Hey everybody, it's Izzy from Endless RVing, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the sewer door on the Baystar 3626. You're not going to want to miss it.
We're going away, get your bag, check the tag, decision is made, lock your door, need no more, it's already paid, cancel your mail for a while, it's a journey for life and I'm going.
So let me take you back about a month and a half. I had this sewer door open as such. It's broken right now, but I had just finished up hooking my sewer connection. It was dark outside. I was in a rush because we had just driven 18 hours, and when I went to close this bay door, one in there, snap, and this is the result here. You can see there's two tabs, one on the bottom, one on top, and they go attached in there. Thankfully, it didn't break the second one. We're able to finish the trip having a door, but I don't like the way it looks, and I'm going to fix it. So what I'm going to show you in this video is the steps you have to take to fix it, and all the equipment you're going to need to fix it. So here's everything you should need to get the job done. We'll go over each one. First one's going to be the replacement door. I got this from Newmar. Call them up, give them your coach number. They'll get what you need. It came the door with the locking mechanism, $49.99. That's including shipping to my door in 2 days. What I will tell you is that it does not come painted. So you're going to either have to take it somewhere or you're going to do it yourself. I did it myself, and this is the company I used to get the paint. It's Automotive Touch-Up. You give them your paint code, they will match the paint. So I got the adhesion promoter, and what that does, that's going to allow the paint to stick on the plastic better. Base coat and a clear coat. Okay, moving on. You're going to have a prep ball. You're going to use this prior to polishing, make sure everything is clean. Drill with a drill bit. This is to remove the old doors, a couple of screws. It looks like this is a CRV 6. That's going to be what you need to remove the old screws. Some masking tape for when we polish. Torque polisher, polishing pads, microfiber towel, some different levels of polish, different grit. This is just a screw bit kit, which I got that bit from. And then I looked behind the door, and what I found was there's nothing holding these screws in. It's screwed into like foam, I think. I'm not going to know until I take it off, but I didn't really feel the screw like biting into anything. So I have a strong feeling that it's screwed into nothing, because there's been some other parts on here that I found have been screwed into hollow walls or doors. So if that's the case, I'm just going to throw some dowel pins in. That's just going to allow those screws to grab into something, and I'll be using some wood glue to hold those pins in. So let me get everything put together, and then I'll come back at you. So you may be asking yourself, why are you taking this job on yourself? First of all, I like doing things myself. If I can do it, I'm going to take a shot at it. Second thing is, the door I showed you cost me $50. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy job to do. The only thing is, it didn't come painted. So I removed the old door. When I got the new door, I took it to several paint shops, and what they wanted to charge me, to me, was obscene. You're talking about, there's no masking required. It's a base coat, clear coat. And I got quoted 2 shops. One was $400. The other one was almost $500. One was a one stage, so no base coat, clear coat, which would have looked terrible in a couple of months. And the other one was a base coat, clear coat. I just couldn't bring myself to pay that kind of money, and for a job that it's really not that complicated. So I called up Automotive Touch Paint, had them match everything. They sent me the paint. It cost me $42 for the paint. So between the paint, and the replacement door, I'm under $100. All these other tools that I showed you, I have those in my house. I collect tools because you can't do a job without it. So I'm the only one on the camera today. I'm going to set up the camera. I'm going to try to get the best close-ups I can, but I'm going to remove the old door and then replace it with a new one and show you how it comes out. Hey guys, so I took the door out. It took me probably 2 minutes. I think this is fiberglass. It is screwed into something. There's actually one slot here that they look like it's not wide enough and the screw didn't really bite in. But everything else looks to be okay. So I'm gonna see how the screws bite. If they don't, maybe I'll throw those dowels in. But there's really nothing for this to go into. So I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna try it out, put the new door on, and then I'll get back at you. So guys, I got the door in. It's on there pretty tight. I didn't need to use the dowels. This was probably less than 10 minutes to get this in. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to polish it out. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Usually with the regular paint, here is what I painted. So it looks a little dull, but I'm going to hit it with some polish on a couple of stages. I'm gonna clean all this little area up here, tape off, and then I'm gonna polish it out, and I'll come back and see what it looks like. Hey guys, so we're back. I got everything cleaned up and I got everything taped off. So the final part to get that shine, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna polish. So I have a Chemical Guys torque polisher. I like this. I've used it actually to polish some stuff out on the rig that I know they missed from the factory to get the glass silky smooth. I have a medium hardness. It's an orange pad, medium hardness. What I want to do is, if there's any surface bumps, I just want to cut them down a little. And I have several different polishes here. They're all from Chemical Guys. It goes up from V32 being the lowest up to V38 I have. And they also have a carnauba wax. So Chemical Guys, at least, the lower the number, so the V32 is going to do the most cutting. When I mean cutting, it's going to be the most abrasive to kind of smooth out any imperfections. And then I'm going to try to finish it with the V38. That's going to give it the mirror finish and then give it a protective coat of wax. This feels pretty good because I did wet sand in between painting. I didn't bring the painting to you because I think that's pretty boring. Nobody wants to watch paint dry. So I did that on my own. That took me less than an hour. And that's because I was, in and out doing other things. But I put 2 coats, I put the adhesion, 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of base, or 3 coats of base, and 8 coats of clear. I could have done a primer, whatever, I didn't do it. Looking back on it, maybe I should have. It would have made it a little smoother, but you really can't even tell. It looks fine. So, for you guys who haven't polished before, what you want to do is, just make sure this is not, yeah, this is good. What you want to do is, you're going to make sure everything's clean. You're going to do a couple of dots on your pad. And of course, this is not working. I'll do it this way. Dot. Let's just bring it up to the camera when I'm done here. See the way I have it? I don't know if you can see that with the light or not. It's almost like a dice, a number 5. You're gonna rub that in, okay? And then when I turn the polisher on, I'm gonna have it at around 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. And I'm just gonna do a couple of passes and then come back, wipe it down with the microfiber towel and see what it looks like. So I'll speed this up for you so it's not too boring, and I'll come back when I'm done with this step. final step, what you want to do is you want to put some kind of protection on there. I'm using Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax. I don't know if you can see that. I use this stuff on my car. I used it on here. It works great. The only drawback, this stuff doesn't last that long. It gives a nice shine, but it doesn't last that long. So I used it once on here, and then I wound up with a polymer sealant that lasts a lot longer. But it's gonna give some good shine. So I'm gonna swap out the pad I have on here. I put the wax on by hand. I'm just gonna go with a soft finishing pad. Usually black, it's a nice soft foam. I'm gonna quickly just finish buffing this out, and then once it's done, I'll come back and do a final walkthrough, let you see what it looks like. So I'm done using the polisher. I gave it a final buff out. I'm just gonna use to get there's a little bit of a dust that kicked up from the when that wax hazes and you wipe it off, it'll kick up some dust. So I'm just gonna use this stuff, Carb Pro Reload. I have it at home. I use it on my car, it works great. It's gonna help clean it up and leave like a little shine on here. You just spray this stuff on with a microfiber towel, you wipe it down. And this whole job has taken me probably, well, just the installation, probably about 35 minutes or so. And the painting was maybe an hour. That's including masking off the inside, what I needed. But I want to show you what the result is here. Just get this over here. Alright. I'm going to wash the coach after I get off the camera here. But I just want to show you the final result. Guys, so check it out. Here is the final result after everything was polished out and wiped down. Try to get it close up here. It's a little tough because of the light out here, but this looks OEM to me. Very shiny. You can see my reflection in here. And listen, I saved myself a bunch of money doing this. Hopefully it'll hold up. I believe it should. I have 8 coats of clear on there. So if I need to polish it out a little more, I can. But let me know what you guys think. So guys, I hope that that helped you out. I know it saved me a bunch of money, like $400. So if somebody else is in that same situation where they break the door like I did, and I'm sure somebody else will be in that situation, I hope this video helped you out. It's really easy to do. You're talking less than 2 hours of work, including the painting, which is probably the hardest part. If you really want it to come out nice, you got to do a little wet sanding and stuff like that. So I hope this video helped you out. If you liked the video, if it helped you out and you want to help our channel grow, please hit the subscribe button down below. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. It really helps us out. It helps our channel grow. It helps us to allow us to bring more content to you, and we're going to have a lot more content in the future. So you also want to hit that subscribe bell, the notification bell, so when we put out new videos, you're able to get notified and you won't miss out on all the good content that we're going to be bringing to you. So it's only easy today. MJ's out in class. I'm working the camera, so bear with me if it wasn't perfect. But I appreciate your time, and we have more videos coming, and I'll see you on the road.